and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening, welcome to News Around the World on the most listened to radio station at Gidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am WURAOLA YUSUFF. The headlines. Defense Minister says terrorists suffer heavier losses, the troops intensifying operations. Disability group petitions on your assembly over 10 years of stagnation in special homes. The sixth transfer to State Disability Agency. United Kingdom new study shows Google's AI can identify breast cancer better, save time, effort. Iran tells the world to get ready for $200 per oil barrel. Victor Osimhen warns ahead of Liverpool's second leg UCL clash. Now the details. The Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, has said terrorists and bandits operating across Nigeria have suffered heavier losses than government troops, saying that the armed forces are intensifying operations across various theaters. Speaking after a brief strategy meeting with service chiefs in Abuja today, General Musa assured Nigerians that the military remains fully committed to restoring peace and security nationwide. The minister acknowledged that the military had recorded casualties in recent engagements, but stressed that the terrorists were suffering greater losses, while urging Nigerians not to be discouraged by misinformation circulated on social media, noting that false narratives could undermine the morale of troops. General Musa further appealed to the media to exercise caution in reporting security-related issues, warning that the circulation of terrorist videos and propaganda materials would aid their objectives. Every March 11th marks the global awareness of the crucial role of plumbing playing in global health, sanitation, and sustainability, highlighting the importance of clean water access, proper sanitation, and the work of plumbing professionals. The World Plumbing Council 2026 theme is Plumbing Connects the World, which showcases how plumbing creates a global network of skilled professionals, pipes, and standards that connect people everywhere to health, opportunity, and each other. In this special report, Agidigbo FM correspondent Jehovah Tobiolaju explores the vital role plumbers play in our day-to-day lives. Here is the report.
Today, we celebrate World Plumbing Day, recognizing the vital role plumbing plays in protecting public health, delivering clean water, and maintaining safe sanitation systems across the globe. Plumbing is, after all, the reason our cities and towns are so clean. Without proper plumbing, all human defecation and waste would remain in the city. This would not only render an area uninhabitable due to the foul smell, but also result in the spread of fatal diseases that may put an end to life as we know it. However, technological advancement has brought changes to plumbing tools, equipment, and machines, therefore changing the scope of plumbing entirely. In an interview with Agidigbo FM News, a professional plumber, Mr. Taiwo Olayiwola, discussed the impact technology has had on plumbing over the years.
There are some people that can just design toilets for them. We have people that use dual shower now. We have people that use cubicle shower. We have jacuzzi as their shower point. So advancements have come into plumbing lines in different ways, and we thank God we are able to roll with it. And a lot of equipment have comes in that helps our work. Like PPR machine now, we have the battery PPR machine instead of that local electric ones. Now you can go with that generator, with that electricity, you can go and do your work. run your plumbing, your PPR pipe with a battery PPR machine.
As plumbing work continues to advance over the years, plumbers in Nigerian communities still lack modern machines that will aid plumbing maintenance. Mr. Taiwo Olaiwola expressed how the government can help in this regard relating to plumbing.
It's very rare to see a plumber that can invest like 2 million in that kind of equipment, but it's very essential. But if you have a program whereby you can be paying back instrumentally, so if the government can help us with that program or organize a training for the young coming plumbers so that they will know about these tools and empower them. Plumbing is a good work if government can venture into it to empower our youth.
As we join the rest of the world to mark the day, it is essential to raise awareness about the critical, often unrecognized contributions of plumbers to quality health, safety, and economic property.
Advancement have come into every profession. So we thank God we are not lag behind. We have normal before it's just like breakthrough. And people normally say, let me say in Yoruba, Osolowo ni Baluwe. But that was in the olden days. Right now there is Osolowo ni Baluwe because we have varieties of technology WCs now.
World Plumbing Day is a special day to show appreciation to plumbing professionals who work tirelessly to provide clean water and proper sanitation, making our lives healthier and more comfortable. Jehovah Tobi, Olaiju, Agidigbo FM News.
The Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONAPWD, has petitioned the Oyo State House of Assembly calling for urgent legislative intervention to reposition government special homes and rehabilitation centers for 7 persons with disabilities across the state. The petition, read on the floor of the House during the plenary, urged the lawmakers to place all government-run special homes and rehabilitation centers under the direct supervision and management of the Oyo State Agency for Persons with Disabilities, the statutory body established to coordinate disability-related policies and programs in the state. In the petition, JONAPWD expressed its concern over what it described as prolonged institutional stagnation in the state special homes, revealing that many of the facilities have reportedly operated for about a decade without structured new admissions or measurable graduations of beneficiaries. According to the association, rehabilitation and special education institutions are not intended to function merely as custodial facilities, but are meant to provide structured academic instruction, therapeutic interventions, and vocational training, alongside clear pathways for graduation and reintegration into society. The head of Department of Architectural Technology of Federal Polytechnic Ede, ARC Clement Tokide, has raised concerns over the increasing use of technology to facilitate examination malpractice in tertiary institutions. Speaking with Agidigbo FM News, Tokide highlighted the various ways students leverage technology to cheat during exams, noting that institutions are fighting back with special technologies, including a software application that electronically prevents malpractice.
Prevalence of smart phone, smart wristwatches, some smart gadgets like pen that do record. So the trend is changing from carrying textbook, carrying notebook, to carrying something portable to the examination hall. So that's the latest trend now in examination malpractice committed by students of tertiary institutions.
The architect called on the government to implement policies that will enhance the monitoring in exam halls and regulate phone usage during exams, while advising students to prioritize studying to avoid falling victim to exam malpractice, warning that institutions grapple with the evolving nature of exam cheating in this digital era. Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Pulamza Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. A new study has shown that Google's AI can be better at identifying breast cancer than human doctor, which might save NHS a huge amount of time and effort, despite the fact that AI surpassed a single human effort, it is also wrong to conclude that it can beat the radiologist. According to the reports, the researcher highlighted the potential for AI to work alongside human so as to achieve the same results at lightning speed. Although NHS England is not meeting its targets for cancer diagnosis and there's a shortage of people trained in the art of reading scan, Google paper confirmed there is 30% shortfall of clinical radiologists, which might probably increase to 40% by 2028. And that ends the news from Kunle Hamzat Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kunle Hamzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. Iran's military command said on Wednesday the world should be prepared for oil to hit $200 per barrel as 3 more ships came under attack in the blockaded Gulf. Iran fired at Israel and targets across the Middle East on Wednesday, demonstrating it can still fight back and disrupt energy supplies despite what the Pentagon has described as the most intense U.S.-Israeli strikes yet. Oil prices that shot up earlier this week have eased and stock markets have rebounded, with investors betting for now that U.S. President Donald Trump will find a quick way to end the war it began alongside Israel nearly 2 weeks ago. But so far there has been no let-up on the ground or any sign that ships can safely sail through the Strait of Hormuz, where a fifth of the world's oil have been blockaded behind a narrow channel along the Iranian coast in the worst disruption to energy supplies since the oil shocks of the 1970s. And that ends the news from Kunle Hamzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya.
Another exciting world of sport. Victor Osimhen has expressed confidence that Galatasaray can produce another strong performance when they travel to Anfield to face Liverpool. The Nigerian striker spoke after Galatasaray secured a 1-0 victory over Liverpool in the first leg of their UEFA Champions League clash at Rams Park, which produced an important result for the Yellow Reds and an emotional moment when 81 fans unveiled a torching banner in honor of his late mother. Despite acknowledging that the return leg will be difficult, the Super Eagles forward insisted he remains optimistic about the team's chances of progressing to the next round. Speaking after the match, Osimhen also praised his teammates for their efforts against a strong Liverpool side and said the squad will review their performance to improve ahead of the decisive second leg. Galatasaray will now take the narrow advantage to Anfield for the second leg, with Osimhen and his teammates hoping to finish the job and secure a place in the Champions League quarterfinals. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Defense Minister says terrorists suffer heavier losses, troops intensifying operations. Disability group petitions on your assembly over 10 years of stagnation in special homes, seeks transfer to State Disability Agency. United Kingdom new study shows Google's AI can identify breast cancer better, save time, effort. Iran tells world to get ready for $200 per oil barrel. Victor Osimhen once ahead of Liverpool's second leg UCL clash. And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station at Gidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am WURAOLA YUSUFF. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out of school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
The Southwest in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM.